Welcome to Sports Guy Talking. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Tua Tagovailoa, the often criticized quarterback. Tua is now entering his third season, as this is considered to be his make or break season. The Dolphins added Tyreek Hill to help Tua Tagovailoa out in the passing game as well as making a change at head coach from Brian Flores to Mike McDaniel. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with the topic question. So, here it is. Will Tua Tagovailoa ever become an elite quarterback? And my answer to that is very simple. No, he will never, ever become an elite quarterback. Tua Tagovailoa, he is one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the NFL. I know someone's going to say, "Oh, what you talking about? Don't sleep on Tua. Tua, he's going to have a big year. Why are you crying about Tua?" Look, let me tell you something. Tua stands for trash, all right? Tua is a trash quarterback. He is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL, all right? When I composed my quarterbacks list, when I was just thinking in my mind, when I think about some of the worst quarterbacks in the league, you think about Drew Lock, you think about Zach Wilson, Daniel Jones, right? You think about the Trevor Lawrences and Justin Fields who struggled in their rookie years. Then there's Tua. Tua is one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL. And before somebody says, "Oh, Tua, he didn't have a great situation around him," let me give you a player that had identical numbers to Tua Tagovailoa. You know who's that? Davis Mills. Davis Mills was legitimately in a terrible situation for the Houston Texans, and he somehow performed at a similar level to how Tua performed. Look, Tua had an elite defense with him in Miami. I can't believe that they fired Brian Flores just so they could support Tua. I know Brian Flores, he didn't like Tua. I'm like, so what? So what? So what? Tua is a trash quarterback. Tua cannot play at the professional level. He doesn't have an arm that can be successful in the NFL long term. I know someone's going to say, "What about Drew Brees? What about Drew Brees?" And what I got to say to that is, well, geez, I didn't know Tua Tagovailoa had the football IQ of Drew Brees, because that's what's required in order to be a great quarterback. If you have the lack of arm strength that Tua has, Tua is not a good quarterback at all. He can't stretch the ball down the field. He is way too reliant on RPOs, and unless the situation is perfect around him, then he's not going to be very good. I mean, he's basically a poor man's Jared Goff if you think about it, because Jared Goff, he's a guy that has to rely on an air raid type of offense just to look functional. Tua Tagovailoa, he's barely even starting caliber quarterback. I mean, honestly, are we even sure that he's better than Teddy Bridgewater? Is he even better than him? If the Miami Dolphins were to stage a quarterback competition today, I guarantee you that Teddy Bridgewater would win that starting job, because Teddy Bridgewater, at least he makes good decisions with the football. At least he's more accurate than Tua. His problem is he can't stretch the ball down the field. But who cares? Because Tua cannot stretch the ball down the field whatsoever. I mean, look, Tua, I know he's 13-8 as a starter. I know some people are going to say, you know what? That's really good. But you know, Ryan Fitzpatrick, a career journeyman, a guy that's had a win-loss record of 59-87-1. Ryan Fitzpatrick on the Miami Dolphins went 9-11 with the same team that Tua had. And that was for a tanking team. They were trying to tank for Tua. And even when they tried to tank for Tua, Ryan Fitzpatrick had a win-loss record of 9-11. He often came in off the bench for Tua. I mean, look, Ryan Fitzpatrick, he gave more spark to that Miami Dolphins team than Tua did. And look, Tua, he's completed 66.2% of his passes in the NFL. That's not terrible, except his yards per attempt, it's not good at all. It's only 6.6 yards per attempt. That means he is playing check down Charlie. He's playing check down Charlie for a Miami Dolphins team that has Jalen Waddle. And I know some people are going to say, "Oh, he's got Tyreek Hill now." And what I'm saying is, it doesn't matter if he has Tyreek Hill or not. What good is Tyreek Hill for Tua if he's going to underthrow him by 10 yards? Tyreek Hill is going to be dropping off now that he don't got Andy Reid as his head coach. Now that he don't got Patrick Mahomes as his quarterback, we're going to see Tyreek Hill become an ordinary receiver. Not because he can't run fast, he can run fast. However, the problem is, what good is running fast when Tua is going to be underthrowing you by 10 yards down the field? Look, in the NFL, what you need is physical talent to be successful. It's what separates the good quarterbacks from the great quarterbacks, or even average quarterbacks from good quarterbacks. You think about some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes. Is he athletic? Yes, he's athletic. You think about Russell Wilson. Is he athletic? Yeah, he's athletic. And he's also got a great arm. Great accuracy, too. Then you think about Aaron Rodgers. Not necessarily athletic, but he's got a cannon for an arm. Then you think about Josh Allen, a quarterback that you basically create in a lab room. Then you think about Joe Burrow. Yeah, he's not athletic, but he's super smart and he has elite football IQ. Tua Tagovailoa does not have elite football IQ. Then you think about Lamar Jackson, another top flight quarterback. He's a running quarterback. He can make things happen through his legs, and he's got a cannon for an arm. And then you think about Matthew Stafford. He's got a cannon for an arm. So those are just some of the top quarterbacks you think about. And also Justin Herbert, the guy that the Miami Dolphins passed on so they could select Tua. Justin Herbert, he's just a freakish of an athlete, man. He can throw it all over the field. He's got tremendous accuracy. He can throw it down the field. He can scramble. He can run. He can do any play that you could ask him to do. You can't do that with Tua. With Tua as your quarterback, you basically have to cut off 2/3 of the playbook because he can only throw short and he can really only throw in the middle of the field because he has no arm whatsoever. He's got no juice in his arm. All right. So when I was talking about some of those top quarterbacks, I was talking about the elite guys. Those are some of the elite quarterbacks in the NFL that I just gave you. Tua Tagovailoa will never become an elite quarterback. The best quarterback in the NFL that doesn't rely on athleticism and/or arm strength, you know who that guy is? Derek Carr. Derek Carr, albeit he's pretty good for the Raiders. I respect Derek Carr. He took the Raiders to the playoffs. Tua Tagovailoa, if he gets the Derek Carr level at best, that's not an elite level. So to answer that question, yes, Tua Tagovailoa will never become an elite quarterback. Doesn't matter if you put an all-star team around him. If he's underthrowing you by 10 yards, if he can't be thrown to the sidelines, that means he's physically limited. And when you're physically limited, you better have the best football IQ that I've ever seen in my life, or you better be one heck of a leader where everybody just loves you. And Tua doesn't have either of that. Tua has severe limitations. When you think about Tua, he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the NFL right now. And even if he does improve a little bit, he could improve to maybe top 20 quarterback. However, by that point, it doesn't even matter because top 20 quarterback, that's not good enough to be a franchise quarterback in the NFL. I mean, look, is he even better than a Baker Mayfield? I have severe doubts that he's even better than Baker Mayfield. I mean, at least Baker Mayfield, even though he has immaturity issues, at least he got the Cleveland Browns to a playoff victory, and he's got a cannon for an arm. It's just that he can't read defenses. But Tua can't read defenses either. He can't read defenses. He can't throw the deep ball. He doesn't have elite accuracy down the football field. His completion percentage is severely boosted up because he just throws checkdowns and screens. So when you look at those factors, it doesn't matter what team that he has around him. Tua Tagovailoa has got to be one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the NFL. He will never become an elite quarterback. In fact, in his draft class, he's probably the fourth best quarterback in that draft class because Joe Burrow has already taken the Bengals to a Super Bowl. All right, Justin Herbert, he's already proven that he's one of the best passers in all of football. He's arguably a top 10 quarterback in the NFL right now. I would arguably say that he's on the fringe mark right there. Either way, though, he's better than Tua. And then another guy that I think is better than Tua in his draft class is Jalen Hurts. I know that some people are going to give me major pushback, but I'm going to say this. Jalen Hurts has taken the Philadelphia Eagles to the playoffs before. Tua Tagovailoa has never taken the Miami Dolphins to the playoffs before. Jalen Hurts, in his first full season as a starter, showed constant improvement throughout the year. Tua has never shown improvement in the pros. He's been the exact same player as he was as when he stepped on the field the first time around. I don't like the way how Tua plays. I don't like how he plays those check down games. I don't like how he plays those gimmicky RPOs. Look, in order to be a successful quarterback long term, you better be gifted athletically or you got to be able to have an elite football IQ. You need to have something that stands out. Tua doesn't have one skill that stands out to him, and he's not even that well rounded. I mean, come on. Tua Tagovailoa is honestly a 6'1" version of Teddy Bridgewater. He's just a guy that throws checkdowns, throws screens. He don't even really got the clutch gene in him, and he's just wildly inconsistent, or at least he's consistently mediocre on his best day. So I'm just not inspired when I see Tua play football. So that is why Tua Tagovailoa will never become an elite quarterback in the NFL. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in a future video. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Dustin Tran and at Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter at Dustin Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video. Comment down below. Check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.